Hey guys, welcome back. We are outside today because we're going to be working on our outdoor Halloween yard decorations, and I am so freaking excited. Derek's out here in the shed starting to pull out all of our totes of decor. You got it, babe? Okay, so we have all of this we're setting out here. We've had this skelly and the things in these totes since last year, but we did pick up some new things this year. This skull stack, we got some things for the windows, some more tombstones for our creepy cemetery, some light displays. We've been collecting a bunch of things basically since the summer when retailers started putting out all of their Halloween decor, just to make our display like even bigger and better this year. Our creepy cemetery is going to be just exceptional. We're so excited about it. We definitely decided that 2023 was going to be the year that we invested in our outdoor decorations and really just made them something special. And one of those investments included some new lights for the house. We have tried to get our hands on these for the past 2 years, but they've gone viral every single year and sold out pretty early in the season. But we were able to order the Govee permanent outdoor house lights this year and also the set of outdoor floodlights, and we are just so freaking excited about it. They kind of attach to the house and they are a permanent light fixture that you can control from your phone. And they are the ones that, like, if you drive through neighborhoods, you see them change color and they almost look like they're dancing with music. There's so many capabilities, but for us, the best part is that they stay up all year. So we are going to be able to use these for Halloween and Christmas and just change the colors and the light display and what we want it to do for each holiday. And we are so excited for that, but we're gonna do the install today. Everything I've been seeing online says it's pretty easy and straightforward, so fingers crossed that it actually is. So this is the box that we got. We decided to go with the 100-foot. We're only going to be putting them on the front of the house, and we do have a single-story home, so I'm thinking that the 100-foot is going to be plenty for us, but they do come in 50-foot and 150-foot packages too, so they have kind of something for everyone. It comes with, it looks like these 3 boxes on the inside. So this is a 50-foot strand of lights, this is a 50-foot strand of lights, and this is the accessory kit. Okay, here are the instructions. It does come with step-by-step instructions, which I feel like is going to be so helpful. But step 1 is to connect all of the lights together and plug them into the power source to make sure they all work before you start stringing it, which is just a nice little reminder. But what I'm seeing is there's all of these different strands. So I thought it was going to be 2 strands. It's actually 6 strands, which is nice because you can customize it a little easier that way. And they all have a male and female connector here. So I am going to go ahead and do that now. Just connect them all, every single one, to make sure that the connections are all secure, there are no broken pieces, and that all of the lights are working and lighting up before we start installing them on the roof. They all work! This is so exciting! You can see them cycling through all of the colors. I don't see any that aren't lighting up or any that aren't changing color, which I feel like is a good sign. I also love that they all kind of lit up in succession. You can kind of have a sneak peek of how they're going to dance to music, but I think we're good to go with installing these on the roof. Okay, so we've gotten the hang of it. We have a system going on, and I figured let me go ahead and show you up close exactly what we're doing and how we're installing it, because it can be so easy. I'm watching the footage that I'm getting, and it's about a minute per light, which isn't bad. If you have a strand of 100 like we do, that's 100 minutes and you're done with your whole house lighting. So anyway, we've kind of got a system going and a flow, and so I'm gonna take you up there and show you. Okay, so as we get up here, this is what it looks like when you're installing. They just adhere to the soffit, and there's this length of cord or wire in between each one. So you just want to make sure that it's not twisted up and it's flat against the soffit and it's taut. And then you find the placement for your next light. So we have it here, and you do have to measure it away from the overhang. So we're just using, let me see that card. This is the card we're using. We just have this old arcade card, but you could use any credit card, and it just so happens to be the exact correct size. And you want to measure it from the outside of your overhang. So we're just securing it in this little lip here. So then you make sure that your cord is not twisted and that it's taut, and see where your next light is going to end up and making sure that it's measured away. And then you're going to take your rag and wipe that area. You want to make sure it's completely clean. There's no debris. You need a clean surface for this to adhere to, and we're just using a rag with alcohol. And then on the back side of these lights is just this 3M strip, so you just peel that off and then stick it right up there to the cleaned off soffit at the correct measurement, and you hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. And then you just move on to the next one. It's really that easy. And of course, if you like them and you want to check out some permanent outdoor lights for yourself, then I will have a link down in my description box along with the coupon code, so you can save yourself some money and get some permanent house lights for all seasons and holidays. And a huge thank you to Govee for partnering with me on today's video. But now we are going to move on to the rest of the display, so we have something for the lights to illuminate, to shine onto. So I'm going to work on cleaning up our front step area, and I think I'm going to go from there and kind of do like the front porch, front step, and then spread it out and start working on some of the larger pieces that we got for this year. I'll show you those, and then filling in for our like creepy cemetery display. Okay, how are y'all feeling about the front porch, front step setup here? It's definitely the most full we've ever had it. We got this Skelly last year, and in our outdoor decorating video, y'all decided to name him Benjamin, and I love that. That was the #1 suggestion. And then this year, we found Benjamin's friend. The girls decided to name him Dexter, and he's just so darling. I love them together. I feel like they just work and complement each other very nicely. But I didn't want them to just be standing there on their own looking out of place. So I kind of did this cascade of jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins and then balanced it out on this other side as well. So this is definitely the most full that our front step has ever been. And I can't decide if it's too much or if I really like it, so I'd love to hear your opinion. I do think though this has been our door knocker or in place of a door wreath for the last 3 or 4 years now, but I do think it might be too much this year, and maybe we should get an actual Halloween wreath to go on our door. But the door is black, and I feel like most Halloween wreaths are also black, so wouldn't it get lost? Okay, for now I just went ahead and put it up on the door so you guys can have the visual. What do you think? Does it still work? Does it look out of place? Do we need something new? Love to have your opinion. In the meanwhile, Derek is bringing over our new, how tall is he, Derek? 9-foot Skelly. He's animated, he talks, we're so excited about it. So we actually have 2 of them, and we're going to put one right here to kind of cap off this side of our display, and then we're going to put one down where our bird bath is to cap off that other end of the display. So we're going to start setting this up and then filling this in with cemetery headstones and like pumpkins and things like that. You guys see him down there? 1 Skelly, 2 Skellies, well actually 3, 4 Skellies. This is the Halloween of my dreams. We've also got this huge spider that Derek wanted. Well, this isn't the one he wanted. He wanted one from a different retailer, but we ended up settling with this because we were making so many other investments. But this is gonna look cool. Hopefully it's as big as we think it is. We're hoping that he can put it together and it'll take up most of this space right here. And then we have this really large spider web that we're going to kind of hook right there and have it come across this bush to here, and then the big spider will be at the bottom of it. We're hoping anyway that it stretches that far. If not, we might have to put it more like towards right here or even move it further down the house. But this would be ideal because we have some plans for this tree and we want to tie that in. So we need something that'll stretch from the back part of our display up to this part. Otherwise the tree will just look like it's got random things outside of the display, if that makes sense. So anyway, Derek's gonna start unboxing this, putting it together. We're gonna get this spider web hung, see how it looks. This is amazing. The scale of this thing, he is a giant. And this web stretched so far. We did end up staking the ends with yard stakes. You can kind of see the pins there. We used those in the landscaping too to like pin down weed barrier fabric. So the web itself did not come with anything to secure it. So that's what we ended up using, just in case you're wanting to recreate this. I just think that this looks so cool. It's creepy and spooky without being like too scary, you know? But this web also, like the scale of it, it is massive. And to make it make a little bit more sense, I did secure our old spider up there. I just felt like it needed a beginning and an end point. So obviously this one is our end point and this one is our beginning. Derek's working on staking all of our skeletons and like the big items into place, since we know for sure we're going to leave them where they are. He also needs to stake all of the headstones into the cemetery portion, and then we have one more like big thing to add to the display. We got this skeleton arm with a lantern. It kind of looks like it sticks up out of the ground, like out of a grave. So we thought that would be really cool and a nice addition. We're not quite sure yet where we're going to put it. Maybe in this front portion to kind of extend the cemetery this way, and then we'll also put a few headstones, or we've also considered putting it on the other side of the tree there and having some headstones behind it to kind of make this skelly make more sense. But we're gonna play around with it a little bit, see where we think it looks best, and then go ahead and get it set up and put together. On a cold night. Tonight. On a cold night. Tonight. Derek likes it best right here, and we extended the cemetery portion out into this front landscaping as well. So he's going to work on staking those in and then also staking these. And while he's doing that, I'm going to work on making these windows not look so blank. We found these boards, I guess. They're like foam, but they crisscross over the window to look like it's like a haunted house boarded up. So we thought that would be perfect to put in these windows that are so open and otherwise look like a really big area of blank space. Last year we had little adhesive spiders, I think they were just paper, and they lasted the whole season almost, but the sticky stuff is still left up there, and they were not in good enough condition to reuse them again this year. So we wanted to invest in something that we would be able to just take down and reuse year after year if we wanted, instead of having to come up with something different or think of something new every single time. So they just fold out like this, and they'll kind of go crisscross on each window pane, and then they just stick with these adhesives here, which we know should work because the spider stuck last year. I just got so scared, Derek. Why? Because you see this spider on here? Oh, yeah. It's so realistic looking, and I looked down and I like jumped. I was like, oh my god. It looks like a brown recluse or something. It looks crazy. Okay. Stick up. Okay, so I do feel like there's something missing right here. It's just like such a large stretch of nothingness. So we do have these command strips that are already up around the entire door frame because we put a Christmas garland up there, but I thought they might be perfect to hold these Christmas string lights and kind of have some more lighting going around and just projecting off of this side. I feel like we have the lights that are coming from up there, and we've got floodlights and spotlights throughout the yard, but we don't really have anything else over in this area. So I'm thinking that this is going to be perfect for that, and we'll go with the other lighting that we have in the display. Okay, so we have it wrapped around the front door, and we were going to put it back here in the cemetery, but then Derek thought we should wrap it around the step here to give these pumpkins a little extra lighting, because not all of them are jack-o'-lanterns and they're just battery operated, so they're actually not even the brightest to begin with. But then also that kind of defines the step so that when we have trick-or-treaters, they won't trip or anything. Like, they'll clearly see that, and it'll be really easy for them to like know to step up and everything when it's really dark out here. So anyway, we like this setup a lot better, and we're making them purple right now. Derek's gonna play around on his phone a little bit, see if that's the way he wants to keep it, and see how it works with the other lights that we have up here. Derek is getting really irritated with his tombstone, so if you hear him back there, just ignore him. But for our tree, I wanted to hang some things from it this year just to extend the display outward and not have it all pushed up against the house like we have in years past. So I actually found these Grim Reaper type of hanging ghost things at the Dollar Tree for only $1.25, and I got a few of them. We also have a pack of bats that we can hang out here, although I don't have any like wire or string to hang them with right now, but I'll make sure that we have them up before I share the after shots with you. But I'm just going to place these around the tree. They do hang pretty long, like they're a good size for finding them at the dollar store. You can see they kind of extend like this, and they have this little skull, and they have a string to hang them. So I'm gonna find a few places around the tree to hang these up and have it just kind of flowing about, and then we'll also place a few bats around as well and have like a little extra creepiness coming from our tree. I think this was such a good idea. These things look so cool hanging here in the tree, and for just $3, you really can't beat it. It's such a good finishing touch on the display and kind of brings it all together. You know what I mean? Derek did not want them at all when I found them. I FaceTimed him and was like, look what I found. And he was like, absolutely not, but I think he likes them now. Do you like them now, Derek? Yeah, he likes them now. He's over there being sour because he's having a hard time with his headstones, but as soon as he's got them all staked in, then that's gonna be it. That's our whole display. We'll be able to wait for the sun to go down, put some creepy music on with our lights, and show you the full display in all its glory, and it's gonna be so fabulous. So anyway, I hope that you all enjoyed today's video and you got a ton of outdoor spooky Halloween decorating ideas that you might be able to recreate in your own space. Don't forget to check out my description box for a link to these Govee permanent outdoor house lights. You can use them for Halloween, Christmas, any holiday really that you're looking to light up your house for. I can already see like a good display for the 4th of July, red, white, and blue lights flickering. It would be so cool. But anyway, I will have a link down in my description box and a discount code for you if you want to try out Govee for yourself. Thank you so much to Govee for partnering with me and sponsoring today's video. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That always helps the algorithm to push out my videos and just helps my channel in general. And subscribe if you aren't already, because I would love to have you join my little YouTube family. But anyway, thank you so much for choosing to spend your time here with me today. And without further ado, let's check out these lights at night.
Ha ha ha!